breaking news today out of New Jersey, where a councilwoman was shot to death. Sayreville police say Eunice Dwumfor was sitting in her car when it happened last night. The suspect still out there. Let's get straight to Ashley Rodriguez, who's live in Sayreville with the very latest. Ashley, what do we know here?
Well, Chris, the big question on everyone's mind is who would want Eunice Dwumfor dead? People describe her as a very kind, public servant, beautiful person. She not only was a councilwoman, she was a part-time EMT. She was also a director of churches. And the people I spoke to today say they felt like this was targeted. Let me just show you what they told me happened yesterday at 7:30. They say she was coming home from work, coming down this hill behind me in her SUV. She lives in this apartment complex on the 3rd floor, probably about to park her car when out of nowhere someone comes out and opens fire, shooting her 13 times through her car window. Obviously wounded, she loses control of the car and it continues to roll down that hill, slamming into that Mercedes Benz. And that's when Sayreville police were called to the scene. They say they got a 911 call after someone reported shots fired. Now, I am at the Camelot at Lemur apartment complex. These are luxury apartments in the Samuel Circle area. That's in the Parlin section of Sayreville. When police arrived, they said they saw Dwumfor sitting inside her SUV, dead, multiple gunshot wounds to her torso. Police working through the night are still searching for her killer at this hour. Now, the community and her family absolutely stunned by this tragedy, desperate to learn the motive behind the murder. Again, the people I spoke to say the shooting did not feel like a domestic dispute, but more like a hit.
Everybody else, all I heard was the gunshots. Like 5 and then pause and then 5 more. It was like, I can't even, it was like poof, 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 poof. I'm like, they didn't get it done or something, and they did it again.
I hope they find who did it really fast, because that girl was really, really, really educated. She was beautiful and she was somebody in the community, so I hope they get her. They get him or her. Who knows?
And again, this neighborhood still reeling from the shock of hearing that many gunshots go off at one time. And at 7:30 at night, they say this is a very peaceful neighborhood. They don't deal with crime. It didn't feel like a criminal episode. It literally felt like she was targeted and hit. Obviously, we're waiting to learn more from authorities. This is an active, ongoing investigation. At this point in time, they don't have much to go off of. They are asking for the public's assistance, and they're hoping that somebody here has a ring camera or some kind of surveillance video that can help them find whoever did this, find her killer. This apartment complex does not have cameras here on its own, so individuals might have ring cameras. They're reaching out to people. Obviously, Chris will keep you updated. We're hoping that they're going to hold a news conference with some good news for her family. We'll send it back to you.
Well, we hope for that. Ashley, thank you.